Hi everyone, finally getting a video of the plants. It's a lovely bright day. The date is the 17th of February. Warmest it's been for a long time, and I thought we'd do a very quick video on how the plants are progressing in the big greenhouse. We got the old seedlings are coming up. These are doing fine actually. They seem to survive on neglect. The multicoloured leaf Trellis candy is not doing too good. I hope I haven't lost it, but it looks like I might have done. As I say, the plants in the tray are okay. I'm rooting up some of the mitrophyllums which I put in last year. They've probably started to root, I don't know, I'm not going to pull them out to see. This is a Preskyopsis, and the rest of the plants, I don't quite know what these are. I thought they were supposed to be a Pleistopalus nelli, but it looks to me they might be Chirodopsis. I just don't know. We'll have to wait until they got a bit bigger. But as you can see, they grow like weeds. Moving along, we got some of the dwarf Opuntias. I still call them Opuntias. They go under different names, Tephrocatus, you name it, they seem to go under. I'm not one for keep changing names. The names I remember when I started growing the plants when I was about, oh blimey, seven or eight, long time ago. That's the one I particularly like, the old, that is an Opuntia with its needle-like spines. Unfortunately, I sometimes forget the odd name. Maybe due to age, I don't know. But this is if I remember, I'll come back to that one. Moving along the table, or the staging rather, the Xeriosicyus, they've done well. In fact, from there to the end of the bay, or up to about, say, here, I'm going to reposition that large propagator that is in the other house. The plants that are here will be going into the other greenhouse, but that's going to have to wait till we get some decent weather. I know it's nice and bright at the moment, but this is only short-lived. We're still going through our winter, a horrible part of the year. You see, the stuff's still active. Some of the cacti. They're drying back. I find it safer to, if they're kept at a cold temperature, is to keep them dry, not to give them any water. Particularly the mesems, as you can see here, the lithops, kind of, well, mainly lithops, the Chirodopsis. There's a few more Tephrocatus or Opuntias at the back there. I'm hoping they're showing up okay. It's so bright in here, which is nice. I'm not complaining about it. We don't get enough light. As I say, I've been keeping the temperature just above freezing. I've got a fan heater on, which you can possibly hear. I'll show that in a minute, some of the other plants there. Now, what is nice over winter is the winter growers. I've taken extra care with those to see that they get a little drink of water occasionally. Not these, what these are. Oh, there's a bud on there. Good old Nelly in bud. It's nice to come down when I can. It's normally so bitterly cold that I tend to stay indoors. Anyhow, we come on to Myriophyta mayeri. They're in full growth now, as you can see, and look at the flowers on them. Little purple blooms. This is a plant named after Pastor G. Meyer of South Africa. Both the names refer to him. Myriophyta mayeri. In the same pot we've got some baby's toes, fenestrarias. They're looking good. As I say, I'm hoping to do some potting up and stuff like that, show you how I do it. I'm not saying it's going to be the same for everyone, but I know some of you have asked me to do this, which I will. That'll be obviously in the summertime more, when we've got some plants to do. Now on here we've got also the winter growers, the Mitrophyllums. Look at that magnificent Philobolus resurgens, covered in bloom. I only wish its mate would do the same, which is not doing very well. In fact, it's alive only just. Not an easy plant, but without both of them flowering I'm not going to be able to get seed, which I believe is quite rare. Anyhow, while I'm talking about seed, the MSG journal or bulletin will be out sometime, and there'll be a seed list in it. I suggest you have a very good look at the seeds and see what they are, because they're worth growing. Normally the seeds are very, very viable, which means they will in fact germinate. As I said, this is just a quick video, more as to say that I can still video, just. I'm seeing some dead plants, unfortunately. Oh no, it's not dead, it's just not looking well. It's probably more dead than not looking very well. Unfortunately, you do get this. It's what happens. Plants or these mesems seem to have a determined lifetime, and when their times come, they die, which I think is quite normal. If you can get in there quick and take a cutting, you may be able to save it. But I noticed one or two of these are a bit dry. It's a shame, but this is what happens. Some of them are not looking very good. And of course they're at rest now. Well, resting, they're sort of partly between the rest and growing, so they might have to have a little drink just to liven them up a bit. Well, I mentioned the heater that I use is that one there, which we're looking at. I think we're looking at it. So I'm having a job seeing the screen because it's very, very bright in here. This is a fan heater set to 1000 watt output, and the thermostat is set to the lowest setting. When it's not working, or when the heater is not on, the fan still flows, and this is what you can probably hear. I can get it a bit closer. That's the fan. It can be switched on to 2 kilowatts, you can see at the front, but I leave it on 1, and if it does get exceptionally cold, then that comes in and just takes the chill off. It's as I say, it's not my favourite time of year, but it was so nice, so I couldn't resist coming out and having a look. And I note that some of the stuff definitely does need a drink, I'll go through the other lithops. The bigger ones are okay. Anyhow, everything seems to be okay in here. It's always a worry, winter time with the frosts. But my advice would be to, if in doubt and it's going to be cold, withhold all watering and let the plants dry out. Anyhow, that's about it. Excuse the mess, it's a bit untidy in here, but that's what happens. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Any comments please leave, and like I say, I'll get back to you by talking. As I say, I have mentioned this before, my eyes are not very good at the moment and typing is difficult. Anyhow, thanks again. Thank you.